And here we go. Spawning down in the bottom left for Onside Gaming. It is Solar. In the red. And his opponent. Spawning up at the top right for Storm Gaming. It is GuMiho. In the blue. And we see a pool first out of Solar. All right, all right, all right. And it is going to be Command Center first out of Gumi. Wow. As far as build orders go, this is an amazing one for GuMiho. Unless there is a roach push that Solar does behind this that goes completely unscouted, this is terrible news for Solar. He's playing very safe against an opponent that is playing extremely greedy. And I don't think... We'll see in a moment. Okay. If he starts a queen... Okay, yeah. Queen, no aggression. This is good news for GuMiho. Now, GuMiho does go proxy 3 racks quite often, so it makes sense to go for this. But... I mean, this is pretty nice. This is pretty darn nice. Okay, what are we going to see from here? We got the Reaper coming on out, which of course is going to be all you need to do with these lings. Just needs to make sure that he, well, closes the depot, and as he does so, Solar will be like, crap. He doesn't even get an SCV. Meanwhile, quick Tech Lab. Ooh, did Solar get the scout on the Tech Lab? He saw it, but I don't know if he clicked it. Considering when it started... Theoretically, that could only be a Tech Lab, but it would be difficult to know based on just looking at the wireframe. GuMiho, this is he going to open up Cyclone? Or is this going to be like a siege tank? What is the opening here? I think it's a Cyclone for safety. In case it is roaches. No, what? Hellion? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, it is a Cyclone. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, this is very weird. But could go into Banshee behind this. Banshee behind this. You put the starport on top of the Tech Lab. Factory back on top of the reactor. And then go from there. GuMiho does get a third command center behind this. GuMiho always has the wonkiest builds that only he understands. But he really understands them. For example, he understands that more Terran players should do stuff like this. Lift their barracks to snipe an opponent's Overlord. Not all the time, but frequently enough to be a dick. Because it's good. It is so annoying to have your Overlord sniped like this. Now, Solar, he's not going to get supply blocked here, but he will get... Well, he will get a little bit supply blocked at 58, as he has those drones finishing on up. Yeah. It initially didn't look like a supply block, and it won't be that... Actually, it kind of will be a bit of a big one. 7 larva. It's delayed by about 8-9 seconds. Very nice. Oh. And it is going to be mech. Okay, GuMiho has been... He's been doing a lot of mech recently. Now, with this, are we going to see Hyperflight rotors? I would not mind that at all. I think that would be very... I think that'd be very powerful. Solar is building a Roachborn. GuMiho is the kind of player that will go 2-port BC. And in fact, he did it against Solar at IEM Katowice. And that was the one map that Solar lost to GuMiho. And to be honest, GuMiho was playing very poorly in that series. He did not play cleanly at all. His mechanics looked extremely sloppy, especially in game 1 of that series. He looked really off. But the 2-port BC caught Solar off guard enough. And even in the game that GuMiho won, he lost multiple BCs to Queens when they really didn't need to. As I say that, we're going to see... Oh, Little bit of a run by. Nope. Okay, he's just gonna start shooting at the Spore Crawler. And it looks like no Hyperflight Rotors coming in just yet. Will just be 2 Cloaked Banshees for the moment. But I mean, with this setup, you don't need medevacs. Okay, he's going to use this to build add-ons. Yeah, there we go. And it will, in fact, be Battle Mech. We do have a very quick Roach speed out of Solar, so it looks like he knows what GuMiho has been liking to go for. GuMiho beat Raynor, by the way. GuMiho beat Raynor, by the way, in the World's Team League with Battle Mech. And he did so convincingly. Now, Raynor wasn't fully up to... He wasn't up to his full capabilities, I would say. Like, he wasn't playing his best. But he was still playing very well because it's Raynor. And, I mean, even when he's playing not his best, he's still playing damn good StarCraft. You see the double attack upgrades coming in from Solar. So, yeah, he knows exactly what he's up against. Or at the very least, he knows who he's up against and what they're doing. Oh, no rally on these 2 Cyclones here. Now, Mech does have a period of heavy vulnerability while you are trying to get up to the factory count, for 1. And 2, really before you get up to like 160 supply. But once you do get up to that, you know, pretty decent supply count, you're kind of cruising. Now, Battle Mech doesn't really suffer from that same weakness that regular Mech does. A couple of drones do get picked off, by the way, by the Banshees. Banshees will, of course, keep GuMiho very safe if it had been some kind of Roach-Ling aggression. GuMiho going up to 6 factory right now, which is kind of funky. Not 8 factory. Oh, as I say that, we do see a tech lab coming on in off this starport. So I think he's just adding them on as the starport can create the add-ons, which is kind of funny. Cyclone's just looking for some pickoffs here. Creep has not been the best for Solar so far. And Infestation Pit is complete, though. Oh, Hellion just kind of being left on its own, left to its own devices. Creep really getting clipped back, and that's a problem for Solar here. Now, Solar is on 4 bases. Oh, no gas is saturated just yet. There we go. And starts up a spine just for a little bit of extra defense. Ooh, here comes a big lock-on on a good number of Roaches. But it looks like he lost high ground vision just beforehand. Is this a good fight for Gumi? I don't know. He loses all the Hellions. Oh, but as I say that, the lock-ons come back off cooldown, and he massacres the Roaches. Well, that got deleted super quick. Roach is trying to be produced right now. The Queens will get massacred by these Cyclones as well. And just now we have enough energy for fungal growth on these 3 infestors. There was no pathogen glands with this. Meanwhile, drones are getting picked off in the natural. 9 drones falling to the Cloaked Banshees. GuMiho getting a very strong advantage off the back of this. And he's building an orbital on the 4th base. Meanwhile, Raven. It is not going to be for more add-ons for factories. It is, in fact, just Raven production. Ooh, fungal growth from the back could be huge. Oh, does get the catch on one of these. Well, a good number of these Cyclones. Actually getting a huge catch. 3rd Infestor will go down, but Solar gets the body block and will take down several of those Cyclones. 8 Cyclones going down, but it's still expensive for Solar. And with the lack of anti-air, it is a problem for Solar right here. Where? Oh, drones. 4 more drones did fall. Where did they fall, though? I'm not even sure. We do see Vipers hitting the field as well as double attack upgrades from Solar. Going up to his double +2. And there is the Hyperflight Rotors. GuMiho realizing, oh yeah, Banshees are pretty good in this situation, aren't they? Oh, and he finds an Infestor as well. God, that's such a value pickoff. Massively valuable pickoff here. Four siege tanks being added on at a time. GuMiho is switching into the heavier mech, or at least adding on a lot of backbone, which is always a good move. Always a good move to stiffen the defenses. However, he doesn't have any plus weapons upgrades. He's getting into +2 armor, which is good for Battle Mech because the Cyclones, I mean, their lock-ons don't care about attacks, and Blue Flame Hellions, they're either really good against the unit if it's light, or they're not so good against the unit. Hellbats, of course, are a little different. Oh, look at this +1 armor. He's going into Ghost Mech. 2 more barracks. Ghost Academy. Yeah. Ooh, Blue Flame Hellions. Well, they are going to morph into Hellbats here on the back. Blue Flame. Oh, he finds a bunch more drones here as well. Solar so far out of position to deal with this. And if GuMiho wanted to, he could kill this base. Solar is monstrously out of position. But it looks like GuMiho contents himself with 10 drones and just backing away, making sure he doesn't get flanked massively. SCP on the watchtower. Kind of funny right here. And as well, we got +1 vehicle weapon. Look at this production tab. +1 vehicle weapons, +3 armor, and +1 infantry armor. Fungal growth plus the parasitic bomb combo does take down a Banshee. Not exactly an efficient use of the energy. And Scan almost kills that Viper right there with the... before it can get any spells off. Meanwhile, 1 Viper does fall, and these siege tanks really helping out a lot. Solar is getting kind of massacred in this game. Resources lost is super in favor of GuMiho. He is really making the Battle Mech work. Battle Mech and regular mech. Meanwhile, the Banshees in the main base, well, single Banshees up to 14 kills. Here comes a big attack from Solar. He's going to try and bust this position. GuMiho does have a lot of tanks unsieged. But he's got a lot of stuff on the left side as well. Cyclones. Ooh, they are going to be forced to retreat by the Ling Bane of Solar. And Solar will get a surprisingly good engagement. But he is not able to clean it up entirely. And now this Banshee going to be able to kill a couple of Ravagers on the retreat. As well as Cyclones getting a couple lock-ons too. Parasitic Bomb landing on the Banshee, but it missed. It like, what? He Parasitic Bombed, I think, when he had detection, and then the detection faded, and the Parasitic Bomb missed. But then the Parasitic Bomb stayed where it was. That is so weird. Okay, now it actually does latch. And he will get the kill on the Banshee. Solar is actually up in supply for the moment. That cleanup he got where he caught a lot of the tanks on siege was actually a lot better for him than it looked. But the upgrades for the Terran are looking very good here. I mean, part of the reason I think Solar was able to take a good fight is that actually the +2 weapons isn't done. +2 weapons is a pretty crucial upgrade. It's funny, I think if you smash the watchtower down, I think this kills this tank. Ooh, Blue Flame Hellbats and Hellions on the right side. Going to find a lot of drones. Ling's trying to get in on top of this. There is no smart servos. Yeah, so the Hellbats won't be able to morph as quickly as you'd like to see. And look at this now, +1 ship weapons. What a motley crew of upgrades coming on in. Meanwhile, the Zerg just going pure attack upgrades, finally adding on a Spire. And a Neural Parasite as well. That's going to be quite handy. Oh, Ghosts getting caught a little bit here. Oh, it does kill the tank. Look at that. I thought it would. Ooh, these Zerglings, well, they are going to meet some siege tanks and not be too happy about that meeting. GuMiho is really feeling like he, despite taking a couple of engagements that weren't amazing or getting jumped in a couple of engagements, feels like he has really got a strong, solid grasp on this game. Is he still on... Yeah, he's still on 6 Factory. Pumping out a lot of Hellions right here. We are seeing Solar moving forward. No EMP on the Vipers. That's what we're looking for. More nukes coming on down. Well, not more nukes. A nuke coming on down from GuMiho. Solar. Oh, once again, the lack of smart servos means that more Lings survive than should. Solar going to lose some creep on the left side. Thor's being added on here from GuMiho. GuMiho just going to sit at the edge of creep and wail away at this hatchery. Ghosts not getting their EMPs. They go for the snipes instead on the Vipers. A couple of siege tanks are going to get taken down. Fungal growth will land on one of the Ghosts. Ooh, Hellions a little bit late to the party. Fungal does land on the couple of ghosts again, but they dodge the corrosive biles regardless. And now there's actually no anti-air. This Banshee is quite a problem. I really feel like heavy or Banshee play would be so powerful here. Like, just even like 4 or 5 Banshees. Doesn't need to be, 10. Because against 10, the Parasitic Bomb becomes super valuable. Really funny upgrade setup. If you showed me this upgrade setup on, like, rank roulette... Oh, wow, that Zergling somehow is not underneath the rocks. I would be really... I would struggle to tell you what level it was. +3 armor, +2 ship weapons, +3 vehicle weapons on the way. GuMiho gonna try... Wow, he's got a huge defensive concave. Nice blinding cloud coming in from Solar. But look at so many Lings getting taken out so quickly at the outset of the engagement. And Solar will get driven back by a very well-spread mech army. Meanwhile, Lings on the right side, where are they going? They don't have adrenal glands. Oh, that is a big oversight here. That is huge to miss out on adrenal glands. Corrosive Biles taking down a Thor from very high HP. But the base, is in some trouble here. Ling's going to flank in from the top. Imagine with adrenal glands, they'd be so much stronger. They are still doing pretty well, but the base will fall. Solar, does have enough to keep pushing right now. GuMiho, he's got a lot of money in the bank, but he's struggling to reproduce. Because he's not on 8 factories, he can't pump out mech units as quickly as you'd like, and that could actually end up being his doom. Hellbats are trying to morph on it, and Solar continuing to push forward. It is they're both throwing units piecemeal into each other. Corruptor's getting some good damage on this command center, but they won't take it down. Nice burrowed Lings on at this base. Couple of Lings going very far forward here. We're going to see a scan to clear out these 2 Lings. Oh man, the lack of adrenal glands is so painful. Because especially after a cleanup of a mech army, Lings are so powerful and potent. But we're about to see +3 finish, which means... And actually, a lack of smart servos is pretty brutal too. It's so good on those Hellbats whenever Lings try and get the wraparound on them, because you just transform instantly. Bane's going to get a couple of good connections on these Hellbats. The tank count is very high, but none of them are here on the left side. Solar has been attacking pretty much purely on this left side. Does GuMiho have some tanks trapped or something? Where are they? He's got 9 siege tanks. Unless they're all, like, coming across the map, which a couple of them are. Those ghosts are getting some good work done, but 2 of them will get abducted and very quickly taken out. Blinding Cloud doesn't really land on much of anything. Solar is getting pushed back here. GuMiho has been able to utilize his bank, and he's still got a big bank. He's only on 140 supply. Hang on. We're going to see a wraparound on a couple of these tanks. Hot pickup on the tanks does save them, but will leave that 1 siege tank on the low ground exposed. God, adding on a couple more Banshees would be so good right here, too. Zerglings still don't have their adrenal glands, but they will find a couple of tanks that are rather exposed. And now these Broodlords, they're actually so good. With no Thors on the field, there's 5 ghosts. These 2 Broodlords are actually going to do work, but the base goes down again. Solar going to try and get in on top of this. He does have a fair bit of Ling Bane, and all the tanks getting taken out. GuMiho is... he's losing so much. And he keeps feeding this mech army in piecemeal. In just very small bite-sized chunks that Solar can just gobble down. We are going to see the Broodlords able to take down this planetary with the help of the ground army. GuMiho going to rotate to the right side. He's going to try and find this base. Oh man, the lack of smart servos is killing me. But so is the lack of adrenal glands. Like, they're both missing crucial upgrades. Blue Flame Hellbats will obliterate those Zerglings. But once again, there's not a lot here. And the Broodlords, they are still slow. Wait, where are they? No, it doesn't matter. We got an engagement coming on in. Blinding Cloud is going to land. Where are the Broodlords? Oh, this siege tank shooting a single roach. While there was a huge clump on the bottom side, ghosts are going to get sent packing back home. There's the smart servos upgrade. Thank you. Oh my god, the two Broodlords. What are you guys doing? Go home, Broodlords. You are so drunk. Ghost Thor going to come on in. Going to get some good work done. Banelings will be good if the ghosts clump up, but the ghosts are pretty reasonably spread. GuMiho has spent all of his bank. The Broodlords are still shelling away. They're actually... They set the command center on fire. It will just barely get saved, but now the SCVs are going to start to fall. A couple of Thors do get taken out on the front line. Oh, man. Siege tanks getting in range of the mineral line is very handy. God, still no pathogen glands is so painful. Nice Abduct grabs one of these Thors, but it doesn't shoot the Viper. These Broodlords are actually doing a surprising amount of work. They've killed now 6 SCVs. GuMiho is not fully mining at this base anymore. There we go. Finally, he's going to come in and snipe these Broodlords down. Oh, my God. Oh, he killed a ghost, though. He almost even got another one. Ooh, Hellbats on the left side, but Solar is in position. This game is really close. It has been razor's edge for a while. Oh, no, no, no. Kill the Hellbat. Kill it. No, 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 no. Okay. Ooh. Really stressing me out there. Neither player has been able to take the gold. Oh, GuMiho. Uh-oh.
Ready to raise some hell.
Solar. Oh. Okay, he does pull the drones back. God, still no adrenal glands is so painful. Scan comes down, and he will... Oh, he gets a good number of drones, but Solar had pulled away, and GuMiho didn't retarget. Scan comes down. Ooh, okay, he does get the Zergling beforehand. Drones are starting to fall. Solar is running out of places to mine. Man, what a wild game this is. Absolutely nutty. Neural Parasite. That is going to be Solar's... That is going to be the potential, like, trump card for Solar. Lane's going to find this base. I mean, ish. Oh, the Infestors got found. GuMiho gets the kill on several of them. Neural Parasites are going to come on in. A Neural Parasite grabs one tank, and a lot of tanks actually were unsieged and get taken down. Meanwhile, Hellbats, well, Hellions. Actually, no, they do morph into Hellbats on the top side. That one siege tank will survive for a while. Big corrosive vials landing on the army of GuMiho. Both players losing a lot here, but it looks like it is Solar who is losing a lot more. He is trying to kite against these Hellions and Hellbats, but the Thors, I mean, they are just taking big chunks out of Solar's army, and it looks like after quite a while... Hang on, actually, hold that thought. SCVs are going to get chonked down. Ooh, Solar will find his siege tank. But not before it gets some big damage done. Solar needs to hold this base full stop. If he loses this base, the game is over. And it is, well, it is heavily under threat right here. And he knows he can't hold it. And even if he could, he was losing far too much. GG gets called. GuMiho takes game number 1. And we're back for game number 2. Spawning up in the top right for Onside Gaming, it is Solar in the red. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom left for Psystorm Gaming. Nope, teamless. It is GuMiho in the blue. Let me confirm that. Yes, he is no longer a part of the roster as per Liquipedia. Unless something wild has changed. Okay. Well, we saw why Solar did it in game number 1. He's not doing it here in game 2. As far as build orders are concerned, this is a rough one. This is a rough one. But Solar, oh, he's very confident. He's going up against something sneaky. Oh, if he goes a little bit further to the left. Oh, how far does he go? Oh my god, he's going to just miss it. Oh, it's so close. Bad luck, Brian, on this one. Now, the Overlord is very far out at the natural, but would be so good if he got the spot on this. GuMiho does love his proxy 3 racks quite a bit here. Now, Solar is going to see the SCV and the Marine coming in from the side. Yeah, okay. Immediately responds. Pulls quite a few drones right away. I like that. He hits C to return minerals. Ooh, nice job from Solar. Gets right on top of this one SCV. He doesn't know what's up just yet. Okay, as he sees the second and third SCV, now he knows what's up. Oh, Solar going for the surround on these Marines. Manages to get a pretty nice grab on a couple of them. But they will wiggle their way out. 4 drones already falling. This is actually going very well for GuMiho. Ooh, keeps those SCVs alive for the moment. Solar wants to keep driving this back. But it is costing him so many drones. 7 drones going down. This is already a really great start for Gumi. SCV will get taken down. Solar not injecting either hatchery because he can't really afford to. He has gotten up to 100 gas, so he's got ling speed. But no spine crawler. And that means GuMiho can just keep pumping Marines. And at this point, well, he is going to expand, but I would not have hated an SCV pull. Because there is not enough defense here from Solar to prevent this. Solar sees that Solar sees that the Marine count did continue to rise. GuMiho. I mean, he's preventing Solar from droning up. He's preventing Solar from even injecting. Because if he injects, there's no transfuse on that queen. Now, GuMiho is building SCVs behind this. And now I would love to see one barrack stop. One barrack stop, kill the Overlord. GuMiho. Oh, there we go. There we go. And Solar knows what's up. He's like, damn it. All right. Meanwhile, third CC behind all this. We've got a wall at the front with the barracks. Solar. Oh, he's going to try and get across the map. If he can intercept these Marines and actually kill them all, I mean, there is a chance. Ling speed. Oh, it's going to complete right now. And the Marines, well, no, there's just too many of them. Just too many of them. 6 Marines left over. If Solar had gotten there with maybe 4 more Lings 5 seconds earlier, I think he kills that. And I think he actually equalizes the game. But as it stands, GuMiho comes out of this massively ahead, and he is going mech again. He's getting a reactor. It's a fake. Yeah, 3 factories. I don't think we're even going to see a starport. And in fact, I don't even want to see a starport. I just want to see the greediest mech possible. And look at this. You see this reactor? I mean, I'm definitely thinking that it's bio. GuMiho, checking to see, hey, is there an Overlord? Meanwhile, the other barracks going into the main base will spot the gas count of Solar. We'll spot that there's no layer. Not really anything coming on up. It's so funny that this is a completely fake reactor. He might not even use it. If anything, he'll wait until he secures his third base and build a factory on top of it, I think. Or he's going to lift one of the factories on it, but no, he's not going to do that. Damn. Love the mind game from GuMiho. Solar, will he take the bait? All right, we do have Solar recovering nicely in the game. The 7 drones he lost and the fact that he wasn't able to inject certainly put him behind. But he's done a good job of recovering as best he can. However, GuMiho is going to be moving out with a strong battle mech squadron pretty soon. He's going to be on 4 Cyclones, Magfield, and Blue Flame very shortly. He can move out if he wants with just the Blue Flame Hellions. But I would prefer to see him hold back for a little bit longer. Oh, we're going to see a Spire out of Solar. Well, that's not going to do too much. Hellion's going to try and run by into the natural. They do have that Blue Flame that I was talking about. And this is how he reveals it. Will kill off a lot of, well, a good number of Zerglings. But only 2 of the Hellions actually going to make it past. Nice wall right there. Great Evo Chamber block from Solar. More Lings trying to pop out from Solar here. And the Banelings, well, they managed to get the connection. And he saves the drone, so it makes it pretty worthwhile. But now GuMiho, 4th and 5th factory is about to complete. This reactor has not done a thing. It has been a fully fake reactor. And here comes the Magfield Accelerator Cyclones. They are going to obliterate these Queens. Doesn't matter how much transfuse you have. The Queens die so quickly, taking that 30 damage per tick. And all the Queens going to fall, and so too will Solar in this game number 2. GuMiho. He might get cleaned up here with these Hellions, or with the Cyclones and the Hellions. But, as I say that, a couple more Hellions show on up. 9 drones have already fallen. And, I mean, there's no meaningful tech right now for Solar. And the Queen count has been knocked to just 1. Very shortly going to get knocked down to 0. 6 Mutas are on the way, but new Cyclones obliterate Mutas. And even the Lings are not having an easy time with these Cyclones. GuMiho doing some great work here with the battle mech, and he is really making it look good. Scan. It's a double scan, and he gets the kill on the Buta. Solar having a rough time against the Gumi God. And he will go down 0-2. GuMiho puts himself up 2-0. And here we go. Game number 3 of this finals. Spawning down in the bottom right for onside gaming. It is Solar in the red. And his opponent spawning up at the top left. It is GuMiho in the blue. GuMiho. He's not going to go CC first this time. Not this time. Now, what are we going to be seeing here? Solar, at the very least, he is not going to get completely bamboozled this time. He is going to be able to go hatch gas pool versus a standard opening. So far, GuMiho is really making it happen here. In fact, meching it happen. I've got the... I'm looking very much forward to see what GuMiho can do in this game number 3. I would love to see him go 2-port PC. I would love to see that. Just absolutely... You're already up 2-0. Just throw the filthiest build you can at your opponent. Come in like a wrecking ball. Would be amazing to see. Ooh, drones. So we'll get microed back. Nice grenade right there Oh, GuMiho. Oh, nice job. He targets the 2 drones. So there was not enough money to save both. Very nice job from GuMiho. And he actually faked out Solar right there by targeting not this drone, but the other one. And Solar morphed the Spore. GuMiho targeted the other drone. And Solar didn't have enough HP for it to survive long enough to get enough money to morph into the second Spore. Because, of course, it costs 75 minerals to morph to a Spore. And he only had, like, 40 or 50. We do see a 3cc. Looks like it's going to be 3cc Cloak Banshee out of GuMiho. And I honestly wouldn't mind if he played Bio this game, too. That'd be pretty strong as well. Starts up another Marine, which, well, it doesn't have to be a tech lab, but would make sense if it were a tech lab pretty soon. But of course, he does want to get the cloak up for those Banshees, I believe. Solar just looking around here. We do see the Reaper on the right side. Looks like it poked in, but got, well, poked back. Poked in and got poked out. No cloak coming on in from GuMiho, by the way, and it will actually just be, looks like single Banshee into that bio play. There it is. There's the stim. Yep, GuMiho. He says, okay, I've sufficiently broken you mentally. Now I can play standard bio. Solar? He's like, nah, I ain't broken. I didn't hear no bell. Ooh, GuMiho hiding the 1 Banshee. And we're actually seeing just 2 Banshees without cloak. That's going to mean a faster transition behind us. GuMiho does still go for 8 Hellions, which is, well, that's quite a few Hellions. Usually it's, if you want a really fast transition, it's usually 4 or 6, but usually 6. Nice job from GuMiho with the Hellions. Does find the 4th base attempt. Kills that off and even gets a creep tumor, coincidentally. Oh, GuMiho thinking about a jump on these creep tumors, but he's not going to be able to find it. The 3-3 split on the queens is very common these days. GuMiho just looking for an opening. Did we see any spore crawlers getting created? We did see 2 spores. One in the natural, one in the main in case of Liberators. Or in case of, it looks like Raven Harass, because he didn't see the Banshees. So he didn't know exactly what it was. He could have been Ravens, which would have meant that Auto Turret Harass would be a real nuisance to deal with, a real pain. Ooh, we do see the Hellions. Well, they're going to find one of these queens a little bit low on HP. Getting, forcing the transfuse and then going for the creep tumor snipes and actually using the splash to go after that. We do see the Banshees in the main base. No cloak, but they will still be able to find a couple of drones. Macro hatch coming up here from Solar. Solar's already on 74 drones, which is a pretty great count. Pretty great worker count. 77 drones, in fact. Ooh, transfuse just in time to save that queen. Solar dropping a little bit of creep in the main base as well. GuMiho. Man, he's really clearing out this creep in the middle very effectively. Oh, and look at this. He baits the units to the left, the bottom, and then clears out these couple of creep tumors. It's actually huge. And now the stimmed bio is going to jump on these 3 queens. We'll be able to grab all 3 of them. And he clears out the creep as well, which is going to make a brutal position for Solar to try and attack into. However, Bane Speed is completed. There's only 1 tank at the moment. Oh, and there's still a fair bit of creep. If Solar recognized and could recognize that 1-1 in combat shields is not completed yet, even just combat shields not being done, he would be able to find a good, well, a nice engagement. And there we go. He is going to pull the trigger with these Lings and Banes. Siege tank, not going to be able to get too much done. Marines just dancing back, but, well, I mean, this was just fine for GuMiho. Yeah. GuMiho has been trading quite well so far in this game. Meanwhile, 4th Command Center on location. That is greedy out of Gumi. Where is the armory? Okay, it's done. GuMiho needs to start his 2-2. He's got the money, most of the money for it. Ooh, Solar setting up for a bit of a flank here. Siege tank going to reposition. There's only the one siege tank here. Second one is at home. Oh, Solar going to run for a counterattack. He doesn't know what his opponent's army looks like. Oh, if he retreats back home and goes for the surround, could get a lot done, but he actually connects on his opponent's bio. Will take down the tank as well. No hot pickup there. Meanwhile, Marine's going to try and drop to the high ground. Solar. Well, he's just going to be forced to cancel this 5th base. That's pretty good for Gumi. And in fact, Gumi finding a couple of drones as well. And now he lifts up into the main base. Very nice little move from GuMiho. Solar will get a couple of pot shots on this medevac. Oh, okay. I was going to say, it's taking a bit of a bad angle. Yeah, this position is so nasty to deal with for the Zerg. So GuMiho doing a great job of clearing out the creep. Another orbital command at the 4th. Wow. GuMiho is playing super greedy with these command centers. Banshee, by the way, Banshees have been able to prevent these units from getting up here. GuMiho is completely containing the creep spread of Solar. GuMiho is playing so well today. Man, he is all over Solar, playing such a tactical mastery. And, I mean, this is just fantastic right now for GuMiho. Ooh, but this orbital command, I mean, it means the base is very exposed. Why wasn't it just a planetary? He was in such a good position. Now he loses quite a few SCVs. 16 SCVs, 18 SCVs going down, and he actually doesn't have enough necessarily to deal with this. Now Hydras have hit the field here for Solar. He's got a lot of Ling Bane. GuMiho kind of rushing this a little bit. There's only a few siege tanks. This could be a scary engagement for Gumi. Ling Bane Hydra is going to roll on forward. The army is super clumped up. Target fire coming in on the base, but there's only the one siege tank. And the two of them do get, well, one siege tank that was sieged. The other one does get taken out. 40 SCVs have gone out, all because GuMiho didn't build a planetary at his 4th. If he builds a planetary, this does very little. But Solar is now way ahead in supply in both army and worker count. GuMiho, why? Why did we not build a planetary? We were so far ahead. Oh, it's an absolutely disastrous decision. Solar has no creep. He has no prospects in this game outside of that counterattack. And the counterattack gets so much done, and now GuMiho is in so much trouble. Attack on the bottom side is going to, well, look for this base. Solar, he needs this base pretty badly. Ling's going to flood in on this base. On this, once again, orbital command that doesn't need to be. It's so many fresh mules. Oh, that is a lot of Lings going down, though. Many of them going down. Oof. Solar did complete his 2-2. GuMiho has not started up his 3-3, whereas Solar did start up the +1 missile and just now the +3 carapace, as well as that muscular augment's now done, so both Hydra upgrades are online. Solar is trying to take this base in the middle and rebuild his creep as best as possible. He is still on 8 queens. Oh my god, did the Banshees finally go down? Yes, they did. GuMiho only on 43 SCVs. Solar, I mean, I think you can just give up this base. Drop on the top side will get deflected. In this game, Solar does get his adrenal glands, so he does not forget probably the best Zerg upgrade in the entire game. I struggle to think of an upgrade that's better than adrenal glands. Ling speed might be equally important, but I don't think anything... Well, actually, no, Ling speed might be better. Just because it's half the cost and the speed is so important. GuMiho not lifting up the units there, but he's still got such a great position outside his base. Now, blinding clouds are available. They're going to be able to drop on 4 tanks. Only 3 of the 7 are firing right now, and a huge flank coming in from Solar. Tanks do wake up from the reverie, but it is to a world on fire as the entire Terran army gets swept off the field. GuMiho falls below 100 supply, and Solar is now on the comeback path. GuMiho, why? Why did we not build a planetary? There was no need. He was so far ahead. Solar, to his credit, great stuff that he's been able to fight back, but GuMiho really left the door open for him to do so. And Solar, he's going to keep pushing. I think he's got GuMiho right now dead to rights. Banelings do get target fire down by GuMiho, but the medevacs are out of energy. There's nothing to hold, and Solar grabs his first map of the finals. And here we go for game number 4. Spawning up at the top left for Onside Gaming. It is Solar in the red. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom right. It is GuMiho in the blue. Man. Oh, gas first. Ooh, okay. What do we got planned here, Gumi? Maybe quick Hellion run by? I always think it's going to be quick Hellion run by when they go gas first, and it never is. Never is. But we'll see if maybe it is here. Very well might be. All right, what is GuMiho going to do with this if it's not Reactor Hellions? I don't know. I really think it is going to be Reactor Hellions. Like, just super fast Reactor Hellions. Solar, for his part, is going hatch gas pool. I wouldn't have minded GuMiho even going for a proxy 3 racks here. Or, you know, maybe 2 racks Reaper. Just something weird again. Why not? Now, we will see that quick factory very shortly from Gumi. There we go. Mineralian. There it is. And for anyone who's not familiar, when you go gas first in this matchup, very late SCV scout, by the way, from GuMiho. Whenever you go gas first in this matchup, you have enough gas to start the reactor right after the Reaper pops, which means you don't get a Marine, which does mean that the Overlord gets a free scout, but it also means that you can go straight into super fast reactor. And it is a valid question as to whether adrenal glands in game number 1 from Solar would have been enough to win him the game. It might have. So Solar forgets adrenal glands in game 1. Oh, nice job from GuMiho. He's going to be able to get the snipe on this creep tumor. GuMiho builds an orbital instead of a planetary at his 4th in game 3. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Proxy starport. Is this going to be... This is going to be proxy starport Hellion drop. It's like we're playing a PVT. Oh, this is incredible. I love it. Oh my god, GuMiho has the builds. The builds of builds of builds. Oh, does the Overlord... Okay, Overlord sees the Hellions. Well, they're just coming in on the left. That Overlord is very, very nicely placed. I like it a lot. It sees so much. Oh, GuMiho trying to target down the larva, but Solar had already morphed it into an Overlord. Good stuff from Solar. Ooh, the Hellions going to the left side is pretty suspicious. Solar does have link speed finishing up momentarily. Ooh, can he see this? Not yet. Okay, he sees 2 Hellions unload. Drones are going to have to be pulled, but oh, the lineup is pretty good. Drones getting split very nicely. 6 drones going down. Not the end of the world just yet. And honestly, Huh. Not bad. That could have been a lot worse. Could have been so much worse. Meanwhile, the starboard is now stuck on the other side of the map. It will build the Liberator. Ooh. What's he going to go for? He's got to lift it up and send it home, right? You can't do anything more than that. Ooh, Hellion drop coming back into the natural. Uh-oh. 22 HP. Oh, he's going to lose it. How many drones can fall? Not enough. But Hellion's in the natural. Well, they'll get 3 drones. Oh, no. Solar, careful. Okay. The lanes do enough to drive this away. Overall, great defense from Solar here. Oh, another drone. Oh, Solar morph. Didn't morph the Spore Crawler. Still, he comes out of this decently ahead, I think. Oh my god, he's building a Viking. He's getting so much value off this proxy starport. It is actually quite incredible. Liberator sieging to try and protect the starport. It didn't even fire a shot, I don't think. Yeah, overall, great defense from Solar against a super chaotic push. And look at this, Solar now going straight double Evo. Behind this, GuMiho does have a 3rd command center on the way. All 4 barracks and the double NG bay are either done or on the way. Starport will take a while to get home, though. Where is the Liberator? Oh, it's just occupy. Oh my god, he's going to land it here. That is incredible. That is optimistic, is what it is. I don't think. Just fly it back here. It's not even that much further. GuMiho actually floating a lot of money right now. A lot of money being floated. Yeah, he's like overbuilding supply depots because he just has so much cash. Building the extra factory as well. Can go straight for the armory right now. Yeah, he's just floating so much money. Solar, ooh, will try and get the jump on these Hellions. Not going to be able to do so, but his creep spread is looking very solid here in this game. Second factory already about halfway done before the orbital at the 3rd is even done. Does Solar think that this is mech? This Roach Warren makes me think that maybe he does, but I mean, it is not mech. There is that armory. It's actually late here for GuMiho. So Solar starts up his 2-2 right away. He can get a solid little upgrade lead. It's a lot of Hellions here for GuMiho after how many have been built so far. Solar, ooh, big counterattack coming on in. He will get in on top of these Marines and Hellions, but he is going to lose so many of these lanes. GuMiho not attacking with everything right away, but the positioning for GuMiho is just unbelievably good. So many lanes just fell. 4 Marines and 1 Hellion for 45 Zerglings. Yeesh. That is ugly for the Zerg player. Very good trade from GuMiho, but Solar getting baited in like nobody's business. And Solar, I don't think he knows. Yeah, he's got no idea that the starport is here. That is so funny. Meanwhile, combat shields starting up at the same time as 2-2, so GuMiho did forget that combat shields. Looks like Solar just elected to build 5 Roaches to morph right into Ravagers. And to be honest, I don't hate that. Oh, Ling on the left side. Oh, and command center being built on location again. Solar is able to get a couple of SCVs, and he's going to deny this 3rd. Oh, hang on, will he? This is a very overstimmed army, but that with no combat shields and the stim being used so early, with the medevacs late to the party, I get it. Solar assumed there was more, but he might have been able to take that fight. Ooh, Solar going very quickly into a Hive and a Spire. I think he might be thinking Broodlords this game, which I would love to see. We've got a Drilling Claws, very fast Drilling Claws from, well, relatively fast Drilling Claws from GuMiho. You really can't see that Widowmine very well on the creep. Two for both players is quite far along here. Solar just putting a couple of Ling Bane, well, a few Zerglings and Banelings back in his natural to make sure drops aren't a problem. Solar taking the high yield gas base. GuMiho once again orbital at the 4th. Now this one is at least a little bit more tucked in. Still, I'm not fond of it. Ooh, Drilling Claws did complete. It's a big Widowmine shot. 29 kills. Holy crap. Oh, big stim coming on in. That was a huge Widowmine shot. Solar does have his hive done now. Widowmines. Oh, getting Corrosivile down. That's the big benefit of the Ravagers, actually. Oh, that one getting mind dragged a little bit. Meanwhile, Hellions on the left side. They do take down a little bit of creep in GuMiho. Oh. We wanted to go after those Banelings, but Solar pulled back just before. And yeah, GuMiho doesn't know about the Greater Spire. It is already... it's already almost halfway done. And that means the Corruptors can start up here. There we go. 8 Corruptors on the way. Good job from GuMiho to keep so many of these Hellions alive. Meanwhile, couple more orbital... Well, quite a few more command centers coming on down. 3 more command centers on the side, as well as an expansion. GuMiho gonna jockey for position in the middle. Widowmine. Oh, does get taken down. Not able to fire somehow. Not able to fire. Good job from GuMiho. Gets the changelings. Meanwhile, cancel on the left side. These Hellions continuing to just get a surprising amount of value. I guess they're Hellbats now, but still. I like that he puts them in a corner in case Zerglings were to flood through. Ooh, Solar. Oh man, GuMiho just sniped like 4 creep tumors with a single Marine. That's pretty cute. Solar does need to trade out a little bit of supply in order to morph in these broods. But he's actually going to just take a very successful fight. Finds 2 tanks on siege. The 3rd one will fall. Yeah, that was pretty good. Ooh, but there's... How did this drop sneak into the natural? I don't even know. He's going to be able to deny +3 Carapace. That's huge. Oh, the transfuse not able to keep it alive. Wow. How did that drop even get in there? I don't know, but it was very successful. Solar heavily contained right now. GuMiho, he's the one with better mobility. Now that these Broodlords are hitting the field. Oh, the Broodlords. Ooh, dropping some Broodlings. Wait, he doesn't actually want to kill these rocks. Unless he takes down these rocks too, I think. Command Center will be forced to lift. GuMiho trying to build 2 Thors, 2 Vikings at a time. Widowmine does get a connection on one of the Broodlords. Oh, the Queens cannot transfuse off Creep right now. Creep is slowly marching forward. Ooh, Ghost is starting to hit the field. Ling's Bane's trying to move forward. EMP, I think, whiffed. There isn't much in terms of anti-air, so the 2 Vikings alone are doing very well. It's just the Queens, really. Oh, the Viper. Nice transfuse right there from Solar. Keeps it alive. Meanwhile, counterattack coming on in from GuMiho. Will get driven back, but it looks like he denied this base. And cleared up a little bit of creep. Quite a few Queens, actually. 3 Queens getting taken down, but they will cover the Broodlord's retreat. 3-3 now completed up here for GuMiho. Solar adding on Roach speed. What? Why? He's got 4 Roaches, but I mean, Roaches are not really the remedy for him here. I think Corruptors would be much more valuable. We are going to see Parasitic Bomb coming on in. Does take down one of the Vikings. So much Ling Bane Ravagers flooding forward. The Thors are not going to help very much except to tank. Banelings flooding on forward. The Marauders are doing a good job of slowing down. The SCV's getting obliterated here by the Banelings, but the Banelings do get taken down. Ooh, hot pickup on the Thor. Would love to see it. No, it does fall. And there's not actually a lot that deals with these Broodlords right now. I don't know where the Vikings went, but I think they died to the Parasitic Bomb. Thor's trying to take down the Broodlords, but they will get cleaned up. However, the Broodlords themselves also pretty much all getting cleaned up. Only one of them surviving for the moment. It will get taken down. Gets a ghost with its final broodling, but overall, this was still, I think, a successful push from Solar. It was a little bit too deep. Well, maybe far too deep would be the better way to put it. But it wasn't terrible. Another orbital. GuMiho. GuMiho, I get the fourth base. Look at this. He's even putting the planetary out front of his fourth. Oh, what am I? Nope, that's a Marauder drop. Solar, by the way, does now see this starport. 5 Ultras being completed here, or well, built for Solar. No +3 Carapace on the rebuild from Solar. And he doesn't have any +1 missile either, so his Roaches and Ravagers. I mean, the Ravagers will get some good corrosive biles. Oh, nice hot pickup micro from GuMiho. Trying to keep the army here. But the lack of Carapace is painful. There we go. He's finally restarts it. Chitinous plating is about to complete. GuMiho trying to be as obnoxious as possible with these units. Nice blinding cloud on that siege tank. There are very few Marauders in this army. 4 of them, of course, were going for that little bit of harass. And the Ghosts, oh, they get blown up by the Banelings. And it looks like the Ultras might actually just be the surprise trump card for Solar to close this game out. Oh, that's an effective set of vials there. Cool. Meanwhile, Lings have breached the natural. They are going to get this factory very low. Both of the engineering bays have gone down, which, well, I guess that means no more planetaries. But it is more about the army supply at this moment and the economy. Solar is way ahead in both. And he will force this starport to lift. Orbital command at this base. I mean, GuMiho's army is there. Ooh, Ling Ravager. Gonna find another one of these factories. Will take it down. This command center. Oh, lift. Okay, he does get the lift. There's no building armor. Ooh, continuing to move forward, but there's the blinding cloud and an Ultra coming in for the flank. Realizing, it's a little bit late to the party. Doesn't really want to go for this. And once again, SCVs being killed off at an undefended base because it is a planetary, or it is an orbital instead of a planetary. And GuMiho is about to lose that base on the right side, will be forced to tap out, and Solar, he is on that reverse sweep path. He's looking to make it 3 in a row. And here we go. Game number 5. Spawning down in the bottom right for Onside Gaming, looking to complete a reverse sweep. It is Solar in the red. And his opponent, spawning up at the top left for Psystorm Gaming, it is GuMiho in the blue. My mistake, he's actually no longer a part of Psystorm. All right. Standard openings coming in from both players. GuMiho was really getting some good work done with the mech. And I wonder if we'll see him return to that. Will be very interesting to see. Will be very interesting to see. Oh, Marine first. Okay. This is a little different. I like this. I like this a fair bit. Oh. I was like, what is he shooting at? Oh, he's shooting at the unbuildable rocks. Now, Solar, not going to put his Overlord here, which would trap it, or, well, there is no safe spot here. Babylon is not the most Overlord-friendly safe map. I'm a little bit surprised that it didn't get vetoed, but we also saw Altitude not getting vetoed. But at the same time, GuMiho played mech there. And that is a pretty good mech map as far as as far as maps are concerned. GuMiho. Where are the Marines? They are on the hunt right now. But he's not going to find anything. Because there is nothing to find. Oh, well, as I say that, he does find one Zergling. Well, that's all right. Solar will get the little scout there. Figures out what's going on. At the very least, he sees that it is, in fact, 3 Marines. These Marines going pretty far to the side. Pretty far out. Tech Lab coming on in after the first Hellion. That is... Are we going to see the double port BC this game? Oh, I'm keeping my eyes peeled on these extractors. Or on these Vespene geysers, I should say. No, a Liberator. Okay. Wait, so is he going to be able to siege tank? What is he... What am I looking at? Is he going to swap this? No, this is just going to be... This is going to be a 2-base push. Okay. All right. Well, he'll start up Stim. He's going to get 2 more barracks. Now the next question is, will it be a 5 racks? Or will this be a 3 racks into a 3rd CC? We do have a Spore Crawler coming up in the main base of Solar. GuMiho, I mean, yeah, this... there we go, single engineering bay. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a pretty dedicated push. GuMiho getting... This is interesting. This can't be for Widow Mines. This has to be tanks. So he's just building this for the barracks. Ooh, Ling's going to flood into the natural. We'll see a good number of Marines. And this is already so weird. Liberator. Oh, hunting an Overlord. Will eventually kill it off. I mean, there's no defenses for that. He's building Hellions. So this is going to be Hellbats then, right? What? Double starport. Okay. All right. Cool. I am confused by what this is. Looks like GuMiho did get his Hellion picked off here. Liberator. Shift clicking to a base and saying, you can't take this base. Which is actually rather annoying for the Zerg. He's going to need to spread creep to the top. Okay, there we go. Liberator. Oh, it's actually going to move back out. Where is the armory? And also, what am I looking at? More importantly, layer not yet done, but we do see a couple of Banelings morphing on in for the defense. GuMiho is continuing to build SCVs, but no gases at the natural. There we go. 3rd command center on location. Okay. I'm so confused. Will be just a Marine drops coming into the main base. There is a nicely placed Spore. Well, it's not perfectly placed, but oh, it's nice enough to get some shots onto this. Meanwhile, Hellion drop into the natural as well as the Liberator repositioning. So far, Solar's super on top of everything. And he only loses 5 drones, kills off the Liberator, kills off one of the medevacs, kills off all the Hellions. And this is just a phenomenal defense here from Solar. GuMiho trying to snipe the Bane, and Solar read the move, pulled back, and killed a couple of Marines for it, for just 1 Bane. That is an amazing defense to start things off for Solar. And now he's got his 1-1 on the way. His Bane speed is already 40% of the way done. This is such a great start for Solar. GuMiho just now starting up his +1 armor. If he doesn't get a quick 2nd engineering bay and an armory, which I don't think he can really afford to do just yet. Not if he wants to continue building tech units like siege tanks and medevacs. But if he doesn't do that, Solar's actually going to get ahead on upgrades. Oh, there's the armory. No 2nd engineering bay just yet, though. He might... Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and a 2nd factory as well. I guess he has done most of his gas expenditure. Once the siege tank production starts. Ooh, Solar going to go for it here. Ooh, the tank. will try and get picked up and get out of there, and it will be able to do so. Solar did lose a little bit of creep, but he's able to respread it rather quickly, in fact. And most of this creep on the right side is doing very well. Would love to see him take down some more of these rocks. He's already knocked down these, so GuMiho can't use those against him. Oh, man, and this creep is really starting to flower out on the left side. Solar into the Hydra Den. Does have that Bane speed completed, and, well, he can get straight up into his 2-2. GuMiho did start up that +2 attack, but I really like Solar's position right now. He's up in workers. He's way up in army supply. GuMiho is going to need to make some work happen. And I really don't know how he can do that with so much creep on the map. Solar? Well, where's that +2? Don't forget it on me, Solar. There we go. There's the +2 melee. Nice. Solar will successfully take down these rocks. Always frustrating when you get drawn away and then you forget to take them down. And you keep getting drawn away. A little bit of creep getting cleared up in the middle, but all it does is push it back just past. And I mean, it's now just ahead of the halfway point. Oops, scouting Ling from Solar. Not going to see too much. GuMiho is taking a 4th command center. Doesn't build it on location. Solar really pushing the creep very far. This is getting super out of hand right now for... for Solar. GuMiho is really starting to run away with this creep. What am I saying? For GuMiho, Solar is really starting to run away with this creep. What? Who am I? Oh, Marine's going to try and get a little bit of kiting done. Not bad. Meanwhile, Hive nearly complete. Burrow is finishing up as well. Oh, we do see not enough units here on the right side. Queen gets sniped down. Hydra goes down. And we actually see a nice little drop from GuMiho. Oh, man, he's actually getting so much damage. That was an extremely efficient drop out of Gumi. The Gumi God finds an opening for the first time and, well, kind of gets some equalizing damage here. Solar does find this drop, but, I mean, it gets out no problem. GuMiho doesn't know about this, or Solar doesn't know about this drop. What am I saying? All over the place. Solar can go straight up into his +3 Carapace, and that +1 missile if he's so inclined. GuMiho, Ghost Academy is on the way. We see the Hydra Den coming on in. He's already got the Seismic Spines. Oh, there's that +1 missile. And +3 Carapace. Go, go. Solar's got the money. Lings. Well, they're going to force these units away, but GuMiho did stem the creep spread back a little. Lot of Widow Mines here. Oh, Solar eating some big mine shots. This one, little bit of a friendly fire mine, but doesn't make up for the other mines that got pretty big damage done to these Zerglings. GuMiho, there we go. Now he's going to sprint in with his drop. Solar, well, he's close enough to being in position. Oh, Viper will get a nice parasitic bomb off. GuMiho, he's going to be able to lift up. Uh-oh. Medivacs, one of them will fall. The other one's getting very low on HP. Nice job from Solar. Snipes down one of them. And just a decent cleanup from Solar here. GuMiho probably got the most he could have out of that, which is really not much. But I think he's okay to trade out those Marines anyways, since he's getting up into Ghosts. More Siege Tank. Ooh, nice Changeling here from Solar. Very nice Changeling, actually. And he's hitting in on 2 angles, but he realizes there's not much to do. GuMiho trying to secure this 5th base, and if he can, that's going to help him continue to advance forward in this game. God, those Changelings from Solar are really high value. Oh, Solar does get double scanned. EMP coming in from GuMiho. Oh, where's the EMP? He's not dropping it yet there, but after the Blinding Cloud lands on the tank, so much Ling Bane, but a really nice spread from GuMiho. And he floods back in from the top side and from the bottom. Gets a great set of trades, I gotta say. GuMiho is really positioning his army well. Very nice pre-spread. Oh, man, that was such a cost-efficient exchange for GuMiho. Gets a cancel on this base. Ooh, can he get a cancel on this base? I don't think so. Yeah, Solar will be able to keep it alive. And look at this. The Queens actually are going to kill off these Marines with the target fire. Lings coming in on the third base. We'll find 2 tanks. These are +2 Adrenal Glands Lings, and they also bait out a little bit of friendly fire on the SCVs. Meanwhile, Hydra Bane onto the 4th base. Not going to be able to get too much done. GuMiho is able to hold. Ooh, Lings. Ah, they lead to the death of 5 SCVs right there. Forcing a lot of friendly fire. Adaptive Talons, not done, but Solar is morphing Lurkers despite the fact that there's no Adaptive Talons. He's only on +1 missile as well. No +3 melee on the way yet either. Need to see those 2 upgrades coming online. Queens are adding on some good creep spread. Medevac with 14 HP. Gonna drop some Marauders in on top of these Queens. And actually, GuMiho does have enough to keep pushing on through. But Solar will find a base to kill on the bottom left. Oh, unless... Okay, he does move the Banes forward. Good stuff, good stuff. I was gonna say, if he pulls those Banes back, he would not be able to get the kill against the mass repair. So it will end up being a base for a base. GuMiho, though, does have another base ready to be made up on the top side. Solar did rebuild this base on the bottom. So it should be back up to 7 bases versus 5 pretty soon. Oh, Solar's got to recognize there's no Adaptive Talents. He has to have recognized when he burrowed right there. No, he didn't. He hasn't realized yet. Uh-oh, attacking in. This is a lot of stuff here. But there's only 1 Widow Mine. Ooh, there might be too much Ling Bane. The Planetary Fortress is going to finish at the middle of the fight. But it is going to get taken down super quickly. Solar will take down the base and quite a few ghosts right there. 4 ghosts. Yeah, that is quite a few, actually. Especially when the ghost count is only 5 and you're going for Lurkers. 80 more Lings in the production tab. Already 485 have fallen in this game. There's the Adaptive Talons finally coming in from Solar. And we can see the +3 melee and +3 missile. Solar is actually way overstocked when it comes to gas. Oh, that's a really nice Lurker position. And it's actually going to kill quite a few SCVs. Meanwhile, it looks like a lot of Lings just tried to flood in and got kind of bopped. More and more SCVs actually going to get picked off here. Scan is not... The Siege Tank's not in range of that Lurker. Oh, Lurker is attacking the Planetary Fortress right here. Oh, Lurkers on the top side are going to try and get on in here. They do have the +2 missile. No Adaptive Talons just yet. The 2 snipes getting canceled. The other 2, though, will go through. Oh, Ling Bane Hydra Lurker coming on forward. Adaptive Talons is 10 seconds away, but he may not even need it. There's very few tanks here, and it is an orbital, not a planetary. It was lifted from the main. GuMiho is really on the back foot right now, but ooh, he gets the snipe on a fair number of these Lurkers. GuMiho, I think, has enough to drive this back, and drive it back very hard, in fact. Solar committing a little bit too hard, and does lose a fair number of these Lurkers, and now GuMiho can deny this base on the top side. And in fact, we're seeing 10 drones going down to some late-game Liberator harass. Oh, but a Nidus Worm in the main base, and there is nothing here to defend this whatsoever. And there is a lot of Lurkers. GuMiho, so late to respond. And if these Lurkers unburrow... Oh, they're not going to go for the ramp, but they could have. If they'd gotten to the ramp, that could have been game-ending. Instead, GuMiho actually will be able to clean this up rather efficiently. And there's no other attacks going on, so this is actually pretty good. Where did the other drones fall? Not too sure. Solar trying to take another base here. GuMiho, no attack upgrades for his mech. Only +1 armor. So Siege Tanks don't pack the punch that you're really looking for. Whereas Solar is about to be on 333 for his ground in about 1720 or 1825. Maybe 1820 even. Nah, let's say 1825. Maybe even 1830. Doesn't really matter. I'm just curious. Solar has been doing a great job of making sure his creep has always been very comfortably out in front of his bases. GuMiho, he is in some big trouble right now. Oh, Solar's going to find an opening on this left side. 4 Marauder drop, trying to find something, but there's nothing to be found. Widowmine will... Oh, my goodness, it was nothing. It looked like it was going to be so much, and it was absolutely nothing. Banelings do get a fair number of ghosts while the base goes down. And Solar, well, this is a fantastic pickoff for him, including a lot of those ghosts. GuMiho does intercept a few of the army units on the way out, but it is still a very effective fight from Solar. GuMiho, I mean, he's not rebuilding SCVs. He might just go with one I try and kill you army. Ooh, the Infestor, it's got Burrow. Oh, the fungal growth from the back could be huge. GuMiho trying to scan. Oh, Solar, what does he see? Well, he sees that he definitely can't jump this. Nidus Worm will come in on the left side. That's... Oh, he might want to go with the ghosts. No, don't do it. Don't do it, Solar. It's trap. This is way too entrenched of a Terran position. It's 150 army supply to 112. Solar could absolutely throw this away with a terrible attack. He's got a gigantic bank, and as long as he trades reasonably evenly on his opponent's side of the map, he should be just fine. But if he throws away too much in a really bad fight, ooh, Ghost on the top side, a couple of them do get surrounded, and GuMiho, oh, he's got a pretty good position on the high ground. Baneling's not going to get in on top of this. That was a pretty expensive push right there for Solar. Resources lost is very efficient for GuMiho. And he has decided that this is his time. He's going for it. Ooh, GuMiho trying to split against this. Nice job. Pulls back the Marines. Solar, does he have enough to hold? He's super larva starved right now. But GuMiho won't be able to push too deeply. Ooh, he's losing quite a few units. Just tunnel vision at hatchery. GuMiho is getting Nidus in the main. Solar, though, will lose this base on the top right, but... Oh my god, SCV is going down. Oh, everywhere, actually. Lings are going to get in on top of this base. GuMiho. Oh, that's cute. Solar burrowed some of the Lings. And actually, he's going to kill a lot of these units. Meanwhile, re-engage coming in from Solar with the Banes. He tries to take down a lot of GuMiho's army and is successful in really clearing so much of it up. GuMiho not able to replenish anywhere near as well as he needs to. Only 25 SCVs now. And GuMiho is, I mean... The more he waits at this point, the more time he gives Solar to remax. Oh, Liberator trying to be a nuisance here. GuMiho, I really do like this. Late game Liberator harass is so annoying to deal with. Solar wisely going to give this base up, at least for the moment. Lurker's going to burrow on up. There's no tanks except one with this army. GuMiho will force Solar away, but Solar unburrows the Lings on that 4th base, and he will kill off another 12 SCVs. GuMiho is down to just 12 workers in total right now. Ooh, these siege tanks will get taken out. Solar. I mean, it's... Oh, nice parasitic bomb on the medevacs. We'll grab a kill on at least one of them. And GuMiho not splitting at all. Actually going to lose 2 medevacs and a lot of HP on the others. Solar. Ooh, does move a little bit too far forward with these Hydras. Will lose 2 of them. Double snipe on the Queen's going to come on in as well. GuMiho is... I mean, he is making more happen than I expected. Solar's entire bank is gone. And Solar doesn't actually have a lot of mining bases. He's got a half mining base here, half mining base here that's not even efficient, half mining base here, and a mining base here. So I guess that is actually a lot. Fungal growth, though, from the high ground. Oh, my God. I didn't see it coming, and neither did Gumi. And it is just like that. It's all over. The reverse sweep is in the books at this point. Snipes coming in from GuMiho, but it does not matter. Luca D-Supply. GuMiho. He just got caught completely flat-footed. We're going to need the instant replay on that one. Solar with a play of the year, the equivalent of him nuking someone else. Let's watch that one again in slow motion. Solar, what a win. What a way to end the game. Oh, the burrow and infestors. God, that is cool. The ghost on the high ground. The changeling spotted it. Solar, what a play. Boom! Catches like 12 ghosts or 10 ghosts right there. Absolutely magnificent. God. What a way to end that game. What a way to end that game right there. And what a way to end the series. Thank you very much for tuning in. It was a phenomenal series. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and check out all my other videos, as there are some great ones out there. And thank you very much for tuning in.